Oh wow, you guys caught me. Oh, what's going on, guys? Well, it's Chinani coming at you with another video. Obviously, Chiefs, because big news has happened, and I was taking a sip of water as the countdown was happening, so that's what I meant. My throat is really dry for some reason. I've had a major migraine all day. I had a long day at work, and I took a 5-hour nap, so I feel like shit and weirdly energetic. So let's get into the video. Alright, so as you guys know, I spent like 50 minutes of my life, actually a little bit longer, because I had to edit out or edit on the video, and then I had to let the video render and upload. But I spent like 50 minutes, 52 minutes talking about Chiefs draft, just a normal draft, it's mock draft season, kind of big thing. And I spent all this time, and even like outside of the video, obviously, doing mock drafts for the Chiefs. And that was Friday or Thursday. No, I think that was Thursday I did that. Yeah, it was Thursday, because I said it was a week until the draft, and I hope you guys are excited, because we are getting closer to the draft. It's Sunday when I'm doing this. It's probably it might be Monday when you see it. Hell, it could be after the draft you see this, and I could be a mad genius. And you guys might be like, "Oh my God, how do you predict that? How did Rudy predict that?" It's because I'm smart sometimes. I completely forgot what week. Oh shit! Friday is the last day of April. It's nuts. This is my last regular week of classes, guys. I'm pretty pumped. Next week's my finals week, and then I get to work for the summer. Woo! I'm so excited. Can you tell? We're 4 days away from the draft. So I hope you guys are as pumped as I am. I love watching the draft, even though my team is not going to be picking in the first round. So there's no point in me watching Thursday night. But I'm a football fan, so obviously watch the draft. I kind of have to. It's like a tick, Like I just like, and who knows? My team could trade back up into the first round. And if for you guys who don't know, and haven't taken a hint by the video playing in the background, the Chiefs are my team. I grow up. I've been born and raised, and I've grown up an hour and a half away from Kansas City. My dad lives down in Kansas City. When I was like 8th grade and super cringe, I did vlogs on this video, or on this channel, of me going to my dad's down in Kansas City. I've been to about like 7 Chiefs games. I used to go quite a bit when my dad was a season ticket holder. Sadly, he stopped getting his season tickets after the 2012 season. We went 2-12, and my dad said that's enough, and after that season, we got good again, and it kind of sucked. I only watched Alex Smith play once. I watched Matt Castle play too many times. That was awful. Jamal Charles was actually one of my favorite players growing up, because he was the one I actually really watched. Tony Gonzalez a little bit. I really liked Derek Johnson and Justin Houston. My dog is named after Tamba Hali. We just call him Tamba, though. We're not going to call him Tamba Hali. That's just weird, right? So, obviously now, I love Patrick Mahomes. I love Tyreek Hill. I'm a Chiefs fan. And I've enjoyed the up and down seasons. I've been through thick and thin as a Chiefs fan. I was actually at the wild card game, Chiefs versus Titans, not the Patrick Mahomes one. And for some of you who don't remember, it was 2017-2018 wild card. Alex Smith, and it was the one Alex Smith game I had watched. It was his second to last year. Because we drafted Patrick Mahomes that draft. So I think it was actually, wait, no, I'm wrong. It was the year before, my bad. I've messed up my timeline. It was the year before. It was the 2017-2018 postseason, because this was Alex Smith's last game as a Chief. But no one, there's speculation, no one really knew it. That was his last game as a Chief. So Kareem Hunt was on the field. Yeah. Okay, I got my timeline right now. I was there. Alright, it was 21 to, I think it was 21 to nothing going into half, if I remember correctly. We just scored before the end of the half, and we never scored again. I remember everyone hated the refs when we were leaving. I cried in my dad's car. I was just so upset. And it was an awful experience. But the beginning was fun, and the next Chiefs game I went to was tons of fun. It was, so my dad bought the tickets before, and it was kind of my Christmas present because my dad bought me a Patrick Mahomes jersey for Christmas. He bought me all this Chiefs stuff, and this was before I got my car, because the next Christmas I'd get speakers and stuff, and I'm hoping this Christmas maybe get some Chiefs tickets again. It'd be kind of lit, because I really want to go watch some again, and I don't know if we have to be vaccinated to go watch. I'm supposed to be going to watch a Royals game. I haven't watched them since 2016. I have the ticket somewhere from the last game I went to. I'm going on a lot about the backstory, but I'm going to keep going anyway, because I don't think the mock drafts and all that should take as much time. But the last Chiefs game I went to, I believe, was... Fuck, I am blanking. It was Chiefs-Bengals. They flexed it to prime time because they thought it was going to be a really competitive game. It was Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football. I think it was Sunday night, because I'm pretty sure I don't think I had school the next day. My dad drove me back the next day. And that game was so much fun. Obviously, it was when they had Andy Dalton, and it was Patrick Mahomes' first year starting, MVP year. And dude was just slinging it. And Kareem Hunt, when we still had him, that was the night he went off. I remember watching him hurdle over a guy, because everyone thought he's down. He does a sick ass spin move, hurdles over a guy, and he gets insane amount of yards off of it. It was crazy. I didn't get to see Sammy Watkins' long ass pass, but I did get to see a Ron Parker's pick six. Also, what you know about Ron Parker? So yeah, I've been a Chiefs fan for a long time. That was a lot of background just to get to this point. My team traded away, right? We haven't had a lot of first round picks since Brett Veach. Obviously, we've had Clyde Edwards-Helaire last year, but before that, we haven't had. I think actually the last first round pick that we've had was Patrick Mahomes, because we traded we were 20th something when in that 2017 draft, or yeah, I cannot remember my years right now. Yeah, that's right. I'm right. Jeez, it's my brain. That 2017 draft, we were 20th or something, because we made it to the playoffs the year before too, and we lost. And so we took that 20th, and we took next year's first round pick, and I think a third round or something. and sent that to the Buffalo Bills. They gave us 10. We took Patrick Mahomes' history, right? So we didn't have a first-round pick 2018, which was when Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield went. And in 2019, we traded our first-round pick to Seattle for Frank Clark. And I remember it was like April. I was sitting in my history class, and I saw the news, and I was like, I didn't know how to feel about it because I wanted to see what we were going to take, but Frank Clark was already proven, so it's kind of like, what are you going to do, really? So, Frank Clark obviously was a beast that year, especially in the postseason. And then last year, obviously, we took Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We actually had our first-round pick. This year, we traded away our first-round pick again. We traded away a third-rounder. I think it was like a third, a fourth, and next year's fifth. I might be... Oh, interesting. So, weirdly enough, I don't know how I feel about this. I hope this is a wrong thing. This is breaking news, I guess, from Ian Rappaport. Is that there is a belief that San Francisco has narrowed down on either drafting quarterback Mac Jones or quarterback Trey Lance, third overall. I guess we'll get to that when we go to my mock draft. But, like I was getting to this year, we don't have a first-round pick right now. Who knows what's going to happen Thursday? Anything can happen. Unless if you're a Texans fan, you're not getting back into the first round. So, Orlando Brown became a Chief. Proven offensive tackle, probably like one of the best offensive tackles. I'm not saying he is the best offensive tackle, but probably like one of the best that we could get with the value that we just gave up, right? And I'm pretty pumped, right? The big thing last year was how bad the offensive line was, and I even talked about it like before the Super Bowl. And I went back and listened to one of Gabe's podcasts because we're going to be starting that up again soon. If you guys want to go check it out, it's on Spotify. It's called Talking Loose. I talked on there, and it was during the Chiefs-Raiders game. We talked about Patrick Mahomes' checkdowns and stuff, and he was telling me, I always gave crap to Drew Brees last year about checking down and stuff, because it was just annoying to watch, right? 5 yard, 5 yard, 5 yard, 5 yard. And I know Alex Smith kind of did the same thing, but it was like a little bit more manageable, because New Orleans doesn't really have like speedy receivers like we do. They have Traquan Smith, and I guess Emmanuel Sanders, kind of, yeah. And I don't even know if they had Deontay Harris out there at receiver all that much. He's a really good kick returner. But I was just saying, like, if the offensive line holds up, he needs to get more time to throw the ball deeper. And I kept saying stuff like that. And obviously, it wasn't that big of a deal before. But then you really saw it when in the Super Bowl. Everyone saw it, right? I mean, yes, we were missing Mitchell Schwartz, who randomly is on the screen right now. Eric Fisher, who went out with an Achilles tear or something like that. So we had Mike Rimmers and Andrew Wiley starting at both tackle positions, and it was just awful. Like, you have these guys that really only have started inside, and we haven't really gone up against any good inside pass rushers. And the first Tampa Bay game, I mean, we had at least one of those tackles. Mitchell Schwartz didn't really play this year as much, and everyone lost their mind when we let go of Mitchell Schwartz. I kind of like Eric Fisher, unsung hero, right? Ever since I didn't like him after the Steelers playoff game for the longest time, and that's pretty obvious why. And if you don't know, go look it up. But to now have a good tackle that's pretty young, he's on his last year of his rookie deal. They're planning on franchise tagging him, and I'm not worried. I think Veach is going to get a deal done. And along with Tyrann Mathieu, I think they're talking about the extension talks picking back up after the draft, or starting up after the draft, and I think they'll get a deal done, a team-friendly, player-friendly deal. That'll help us next year, and obviously it's going to be the best time, like next year, to have extensions, because with the salary cap going down this year, it'd be a terrible time, and that's why we're seeing all the franchise tags and stuff, and all these guys being free agents that you wouldn't expect to be free agents still, because no one wants to pay. Everyone wants to get paid, but no team right now can really afford it, unless if you're like a Jacksonville or just a team like the Jets, a team with a huge amount of free cap. So getting a guy that's still on his rookie deal, you can work with him with contract extensions, is a really good thing. Really smart move by Veach. And I'm honestly surprised the Ravens actually, they gave us Orlando Brown. That's, kind of crazy. Their funeral, I guess. Lamar Jackson might have a receiver next year, but he's really going to be using that running in the backfield. If they can't get a good offensive tackle, I heard that they're going to bring in Andrew Villanueva from the Steelers, the free agent. He's a free agent. And have Ronnie Stanley play over there or whatever. So I guess we'll see. So with that being said, the Chiefs not having the 31st pick, the Ravens having the 31st pick, I have done some new mock drafts in light of this trade. And now hearing about said San Francisco news, this is going to be an interesting... God, I really hope San Francisco is not that dumb. Let me get a quick drink in, and we'll get started right here. This is going to be just the 32 team, or I guess whatever teams are picking the first 32. You know what I mean? Because it's not all the 32 teams, whatever. Oh, refreshing. Alright. Number 1, Trevor Lawrence. Number 2, Zach Wilson. Those are kind of, feels like set in stone at this point, right? Number 3, Justin Fields. And I will die on that hill. I guess Trey Lance. I can see Trey Lance. I don't see Mac Jones, really. And I know what you're thinking. Mac Jones is probably a little bit more proven. Actually, no, they both played one season. So, look, I know Trey Lance hasn't gone up against real competition. I know he's played at North Dakota State, and, the one quarterback we know at North Dakota State's Carson Wentz, and he was flat-out garbage last year. There's just no pretty way to look at it. But Trey Lance, rocket arm, right? He has, I think the best deep ball accuracy in this draft, really. He can sling that thing. I think he has about as, I would say not as good as Russell Wilson's deep ball, but I think it could be there, right? And if you guys have seen Russell Wilson throw a deep ball, it's like a moonshot, and it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, because it's just right in the basket. So there's that. And I don't understand this Mac Jones thing. Everyone is saying Mac Jones should go super early in the draft, top 10. I don't get it. Mac Jones played with Jalen Waddle, who was, a lot of people saw as a Heisman winning wide receiver before he got injured. Right? I think he was doing better at the point before he got injured than Devontae Smith, who, speaking of which, guess what? Won the Heisman. Heisman winner, has all these freaking all these accolades I can name off, but everyone's gonna know him as a Heisman winner. And he had like the most career receiving yards in SEC history. So there's that too. There's another one, I feel like. I mean, Najee Harris, that offensive line. Alabama's always a powerhouse. Right? So, it's just, I don't get it. I don't get it. I think Mac Jones, maybe mid-round. Maybe mid-first round, late first round. I don't see what everyone else sees. Justin Fields should go 3. Or at least, like, top 5. If the Falcons want to take him, wouldn't be surprised. Also, it'd be a good choice. Obviously, not going to go to the Bengals. They have a first overall quarterback already. Justin Fields, I don't understand why everyone's just so, like, down on him all. Like, this is a guy, like, who, I mean, everyone really talked about last year, too. And, yeah, he got to the semifinals, played against Clemson, and they lost, right? And it was just a miscommunication error. He goes back, he beats Clemson, and they lose to Alabama in the national championship bad, right? It's just, those are really the only 2 games, the big 2 games that Justin Fields has lost. And I know he was injured a lot last year, but he's a great player. I don't understand why everyone's just dogging him all of a sudden. I think, like, at least top 10. Should at least go top 10. I don't think he'll fall out of top 10. There's just, I don't see it. For Kyle Pitts, I've already talked about, I mean, some of these picks are about the same. Penei Sewell, I mean, I don't know why everyone thinks Jamar Chase should go here. I mean, I kind of get it, but torn ACL. That's all I'm going to say. 6, Jamar Chase. 7, Devontae Smith. 8, Rashawn Slater. 9, Trey Lance. 10, Patrick Surtain. 11, Jalen Waddle. 12, Micah Parsons. 13, Christian Darrisaw. 14, Elijah Vera Tucker. 15, Mac Jones. And I think that on down is probably where Mac Jones will go. 15 or lower. I don't think he'll fall out of the first. I think he'll probably go first. If he does fall out of the first, that'd be kind of shocking. But I think he's an early day 2 guy if he does. There's no way that he goes any later than early second round. He's not that bad, okay? I don't think he's like, I think he's still like first round talent, late first round talent. But who knows? J.C. Horn, 16 of the Cardinals. Raiders, Tevin Jenkins. Dolphins, Jalen Phillips. 19, Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa. I think I nailed it that time. Holy shit. 20th, Chicago Bears, Caleb Farley. Click on the next one here. 21, Alex Leatherwood. That one could probably swap from a inside offensive lineman to offensive tackle. Just kind of depends. 22, Kwity Paye. 23, Greg Newsome. 24, Najee Harris. Titans, Kwity Paye. Jets, Greg Newsome. Steelers, Najee Harris. Jags, Kadarius Toney. Browns, and the only reason why I changed this one really from Christian Barmore is because I was talking with my friend Chase, big Browns fan. He says that there's no way that they'll take Christian Barmore. I think it'd be a pretty good pick. But he says that they need to get another corner. Greedy Williams isn't proven, and they need more corners, and he wants to bring in another corner, yada yada. So, I will honor him because he knows more about the Browns than I do. So, Eric Stokes, that is probably the best corner you could get at this point. I think it's probably a reach. I think Christian Barmore would be a better pick here because basically all the first round, I don't think Eric Stokes is a first round. I think he's like early mid second rounder. So you could trade up in the second round. I mean, yeah, you could take him here. I just don't see the value as much. I think Christian Barmore and then trading up would be better. So, but that's just me. 27, Azeez Ojulari to the Ravens. 28, Saints take Rashad Bateman. Don't really have a second receiver because Emmanuel Sanders is gone, and it's just Mike Thomas in them. So, number 29, Rondale Moore. I think I've mocked the Packers a wide receiver like every time I've done this. So, that's kind of just, I mean, this is another deep wide receiver class, and if the Packers don't take a receiver, I think Aaron Rodgers might lose his damn mind and just request a trade right off the bat after the draft. 30 to the Bills, Joe Tryon. Just another edge rusher for the Bills, make the defense better. Number 31, Terrence Marshall to the Ravens, and then the Buccaneers, the luxury pick, basically. Elijah Moore, wide receiver. So, and I'll get to the Chiefs after I take another drink. My throat is so damn dry. Holy shit. I drank 4 cups of like, I don't know how much. I think it's like 28 to 32 ounces. Can't even remember. Of this cup. And my throat still scratchy. Whew. So, with the Chiefs trade, we have 2 second-round picks. We don't have a third-round pick. I think we still have another fourth-round pick. And the 5th-round picks for next year. So, I'll read off. Whew. My throat. Oh my god. Oh, Orlando Brown landed. And Kansas City, so that's good. Oh my gosh. Whew. My throat, I don't get it. Okay, I'll read off the terms real quick because I have it saved. Here we go. Kansas City, this is what we received. Orlando Brown, obviously. We all knew that one. 2021 second round pick, which is number 58. 2022 6th round pick. And then Baltimore would get 2021 first round, number 31, 3rd round pick, number 94, 4th round pick, number 136, and then 2022 5th round pick. So really, all we lost is a 3rd round pick and a 1st round pick, because we already have 2 4th round picks, so that's not too bad. But that's really not that. I think that's a steal, and Eric DaCosta is kind of dumb for that. Let's be real. Also, another thing I was thinking about for you guys, just so you know, maybe doing some Royals talk, because as you know, I live around Kansas City, and I have grown up loving Kansas City sports. So I've loved the Royals since like 2012. So I mean, I'd be down with that. They're doing pretty good this year, so I'm not gonna lose my damn mind. Unlike last year, I wanted to throw myself off a bridge. So, yeah. Now, onto the Chiefs mock draft. After I've spent hours and hours mocking them. Now, obviously, with these first 2 picks, some people might lose their damn mind. Because they're going to be like, oh, well, Rudy, you still need offensive line. I'm not discrediting that. I'm just saying, I don't think offensive tackle is really not a need anymore. If we have Lucas Niang play pretty good offensive tackle, because I really don't want Mike Rimmer starting on offensive tackle. Loved the guy last year at guard. I just and if you ask me, I don't know how good LDT is going to be this year coming in. So I think the offensive line, this is my projecting starters. I completely just blanked on what position or what side Orlando Brown has played on. Alright, we're gonna go, yeah, left tackle. Okay, whew, losing my damn mind. So, left tackle. I'm gonna go left tackle to right tackle. So, left tackle, Orlando Brown. That one's pretty obvious. Left guard, Joe Tooney. We just paid him a shitload of money, so why not? Center, Austin Blythe. I think he's gonna be a pretty good pickup. Right guard, Kyle Long. I know he just came out of retirement, but I think he's gonna be pretty good. Right tackle, Lucas Niang. Dude has been practicing at tackle reps. He's there's been posts on Twitter. I've seen videos of this dude. Just he looks pretty solid. So I'm hoping he stays that way. I'm hoping he's gonna be good. Guess we'll find out, huh? So this is my Chiefs mock draft. Here we go. At number 58, Ravens pick. We have linebacker from LSU, Jabril Cox. Linebacker, I think, is probably one of our biggest needs. Second biggest need. Ben Neiman's not gonna just cut it this year. I mean, let's be real. I know. I am a Ben Neiman hater, and this might be biased, but he's just not good. Like, there's just no reason why he should be playing. Starting, at least. I don't get it. It makes me lose my mind. He's a solid rotational guy. I don't think he should be in there for, like, the entire game. And it makes me just, like, lose it. So Jabril Cox, please. We need a linebacker of some sort, so I don't have to see Ben Neiman's white ass getting burnt every time, and I'm getting irrationally angry right now, so I should probably stop talking about Jabril Cox and Ben Neiman. So we'll go on to 63, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Well, USC, I believe. USC, decent at receivers. Not so good at quarterbacks. I think they produce pretty good wide receivers. I mean, you look at Michael Pittman last year. He looked pretty good as a rookie. Juju Smith-Schuster, he looked pretty good his first 2 years. Amon-Ra St. Brown, why not? You know, he's a little bit shorter, which, I mean, I like that mostly right now. Receivers, I'd rather have like a short, shifty receiver, you know, putting on the jukes and stuff. But that's just me, I guess. Well, actually, not just me, because I've seen a lot of people. I mean, I follow a lot of Chiefs Twitter accounts. I try to pull from everyone else's point of view, which I'm not the only one that hates Ben Neiman, by the way, when it comes to Chiefs Twitter. If you go on there, you'll see a lot of hate messages, a lot worse than what I've done or said. I'm also not the only one that thinks L'Jarius Sneed is God, but I thought that like week 1. So, Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think he'd be a pretty good fit. We do need another wide receiver. I'm praying for Mecole Hardman to have a breakout year and just be a god, because that would just be perfect. Because who knows, maybe he just needed to play a little bit more, and Sammy Watkins need to get the hell out of the way. And I don't know who the Ravens play week 1 yet, but hey, you guys will be pretty good week 1 at wide receiver. I don't know about the rest of the year. Yeah, there's that. At 144, Drew Dahlman. I don't know where he's from, honestly. I can't remember. But he's an inside offensive lineman. I think that's more important, because we have a lot of 1-year deals, or guys that contracts are expiring on the inside of the line. So, you know, get some depth. Maybe he'll learn. Maybe he'll be a god. Who knows? At 175, Jonathan Cooper. I've seen a lot of Chiefs fans really want this guy too. Edge rusher. I wouldn't be against it, honestly, to get an edge rusher. I would rather have Quincy Roche. I think he could play a defensive end. A couple of my friends think not, and by a couple I just mean one, and that's Chase. He thinks that, Quincy Roche won't play defensive end. I think he'd be a pretty good defensive end. Everyone says, oh, he's a 3-4 edge rusher. I think he could play end. I think he can play end. That's just me, I guess. I don't know. But I don't think we could get Quincy Roche at 144 unless we traded up for him. So, at number 181, pick 181. Sorry. Tight end. I know that's crazy because we have like the best tight end in the NFL, and I will die on that hill. At least last year. All right. George Kittle. I'll give him his praise. He's really good. As much as I want to hate on the guy sometimes, just because I can't actually. I really never really wanted to hate on George Kittle. George Kittle seems like a nice guy. He's not a bitch complainer guy like some of the other football players. Devin White. Devin. But at 181, tight end. I don't know if it's Kylan, Granson. He was just kind of there, and like tight end, When it comes to tight end, I mean, we got the Belldozer back this year. Pretty pumped about that. Blake Bell coming back. Pretty excited about that one. Nick Keiser makes me want to throw myself off a burning building into an acid pot and then roll over into mouse traps and then run into a brick wall and land on boards of nails. And I know you might be thinking, well, that's kind of weird, but also a little too far. Well, Nick Keiser kind of had like almost the same problem as Demarcus Robinson last year, which I still like Demarcus Robinson. Didn't like him that much last year because he's really pissing me off. He ran forward a little bit more, but he tried to make things happen more. Like he was like, "Oh, I'm like Travis Kelce. I can make people miss. I'm shifty. I can do all these cool like cut moves and jukes." And then like one defender would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he just punched the ball out, and that ball's flying like 20 yards back, and the other team gets it, and it's awful, and I hate it. So bring in another tight end. Yeah. And Demarcus Robinson probably should have went to another team last year, not gonna lie. He probably would have got the bag. Because I don't think there was a lot of... I'm trying to remember. I don't think there were a lot of wide receivers last year in the free agency market. That could just be me. Can't remember. So yeah. And at 207... I believe this is a 6th or 7th, I can't even remember. Tay Gowan, cornerback out of UCF. I mean, just kind of a depth pick. I mean, any corner, honestly, in this draft. Like last year, I was irrationally like confused because I really wanted Bryce Hall. And you can ask Gabe how bad I wanted Bryce Hall. Because I was like, Juan Thornhill, Bryce Hall, make it happen. I was losing my damn mind about it. And Bryce Hall fell like all the way to the 6th. And we took L'Jarius Sneed. And then like Amika Robinson went like a pick after or something. So I was like, why did we take... And when they announced the pick, he was like, he played safety or whatever at Louisiana Tech. So at first I was like, why did we take another safety? because I was like, we have Daniel Sorensen, we have Juan Thornhill, we have Tyrann Mathieu. It was confusing to me, but after last year, I was like, okay, I'm sorry I questioned you, my Lord and Savior, Brett Veach. I will never do that again. So whatever cornerback or defensive player that Brett Veach takes, if his name is not Breeland Speaks, or from the 28 NFL draft class of the Kansas City Chiefs, I will be fine with. Actually, I think I say that, and if I remember correctly, I think Darwin Thompson was in that one. And I actually kind of like Darwin Thompson. He's a pretty cool guy. My dad actually met him at a car show. My dad tried to sell him his Monte Carlo. Didn't really work as much, but you know, he thought my dad's cars were cool, so that's pretty chill, I guess. Let me actually check. Breeland Speaks not on the Kansas City Chiefs anymore. I can tell you that much. I'm trying to remember. It was like Breeland Speaks, Dorian O'Daniel, Derek Nottie. Derek Nottie, I think, is the only good pick out of that class. That whole entire draft class. Oh, wow. This is awful. Breeland Speaks at 46. I never really got that one at all. Derek Nottie at 75. That one was probably the best, honestly. Derek Nottie. Dorian O'Daniel's not that bad. Armani Watts, not so much. Draymond Smith, not on the team anymore. Khalil McKenzie, not on the team anymore. And this guy gave the draft class a C-. That is... Wow, he thought Breeland Speaks was the best player on this draft. Okay. So, I don't know how to feel about Kent Swanson's take on that. Let's check ESPN. They probably have a little bit better. But I think Derek Nottie probably the best pick out of that draft, just to be safe. Could go inside defensive lineman again. Who knows? So, I'm kind of excited to see how this goes. This draft, I mean, it's always interesting, right? Because you always have the experts that are like, oh, this is what I think they'll do, yada, yada, yada. And then you have, I mean, you have teams like Raiders who are like, yeah, let's shock them. But, you know, the only good pick they've had is Josh Jacobs. And I think everyone even thought in that draft class that he was the best running back. So, I mean, you know, they could have had Josh Allen. They took Clelin Ferrell or whatever. So many guys they could have had, and so many guys that they missed on. So, but sometimes it's for the better. I mean, no one really thought Patrick Mahomes. You go back. Gosh, what's his name? Steve Mariucci. That dude is an absolute bum when it came to evaluating the 2017 NFL draft class at quarterback, because he thought Deshaun Kaiser was going to be a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. That's crazy. I didn't really think Deshaun Kaiser was going to be much. And look at me. I don't even think Deshaun Kaiser, he might be a backup. I think the last time I saw anything of Deshaun Kaiser was he was a backup at Green Bay. I don't even know anymore. He could be playing for the freaking Detroit Lions. Like, that dude dropped off. Like, no one has heard. Like, I have not heard about that guy in forever. So, actually, I'm going to check right now. Deshaun Kaiser. Oh, is he with the Raiders now? I don't even know what team he's on. Yeah, I think he's with the Raiders. Of course, John Gruden took him. Wow. Wait, no. Tennessee Titans. Where is he? What? 'Cause Yeah, didn't he think he could start over Aaron Rodgers? Oh, is he actually with the Tennessee Titans? I did not know that. I did not know that. So yeah, there you go. Deshaun Kaiser, starting quarterback for the Tennessee Titans next year. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Not as long as the last one, but I mean, we've already covered so much when it comes to draft, and who knows, maybe not that much news will come out, so I won't have to do another long video of trading up. And I guess I'll see you guys Thursday. I mean, that's really going to be the next time I'm going to be talking to you boys and girls. If you're into football, I don't know, I don't judge, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like it. If you didn't, thanks, I guess. That's cool too. Your opinion is your opinion. Wow, I completely blanked out what I was about to say, and my throat's still super fucking dry. Holy shit. Oh, I'm gonna have, a couple of videos coming out, before Thursday. I should have a NASCAR video out. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And I think I might do an MLB one. I don't have the show 21 yet. I'm not cool, but still just like some weird, cool things that have happened to me in the MLB The Show. I have one really good one that is it's gonna be interesting because I would have had like a three home run game, and this weird thing happened, and I'm kind of excited to show you guys. It's interesting. So yeah. Wow, why am I blanking so hard? I'm just like completely. Oh yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you Thursday. Peace out. Yeah, that's what I usually do, right? God, why am I... My brain today, holy shit.
Yeah. I'll be here for the night, don't have to think twice. I'll be oh so nice, I have to think twice. I'll be here for the night, don't have to think twice. I'll be oh so nice, I have to think twice. Yeah. I'll be here for the night. Travel far, avoid the seasons, go to Panama, then I'll to Ibiza. Didn't take that long, ain't no time for weeping. Fingernails like claws on my clothes you keeping. You'll store your bag, think you had a reason. Can't remember shit, but I got a feeling. Play you all my songs on a blown out speaker, did we work it up? Can't remember either. Running in circles, not feeling okay. Act like imposters, we playing all day. Last night we talked all about holidays. One day we'll get all this thing, get away. Tonight, don't have to think twice. I'll be oh so nice, I have to think twice. I'll be here for the night, don't have to think twice. I'll be oh so nice, I have to think twice. I'll be here.